I really feel sick at the thought that I have patients that are planning to have a procedure today. They jumped through all the hoops, and there's the possibility I might not be able to provide the service that they need today.
No decision on Dobbs today, so folks who are downstairs waiting to get abortion care here in Missouri will be able to get that care today.
Ending Roe will not end access to abortion. We know that anti-abortion politicians have started with just trying to reverse Roe, but we know that they're also going to be going after every other right and freedom we have worked really hard over the last several decades to preserve. I think our work is about to change significantly, and we have been preparing for this time for a really long time. It's the reason why in 2019 we strategically opened a health center in the southern part of Illinois, because we had been seeing the writing on the wall.
Missourians have been fleeing the state now for several years in quest of dignified abortion care. You know, Illinois is surrounded by incredibly restrictive states, some of which have trigger bans and others which will lose access within days, weeks, or months of the Supreme Court decision. And so as we were figuring out how we were going to care for Missourians, we were also planning for how would we be ready to absorb patients from across the country. We will see 7,000 to 8,000 abortion patients here in Illinois this year, and we expect that will rise almost doubling, expecting to see upwards of 10,000 to 15,000 abortion patients seeking care here in Southern Illinois. The number of folks we've seen from outside our service area since Texas's SB 8 was implemented has increased more than 120%.
I think it caused a ripple effect across the country, right? So like a lot of Texans were traveling into Oklahoma, so then Oklahomans were going weeks with waiting, and so people were just kind of being pushed out further. We've gotten calls from folks from Tennessee and Arkansas who have now had to stop scheduling patients in anticipation that Roe will be announced this week. And once it's announced, it's effectively immediately banned there.
As a physician, I trained to help people make decisions and then to perform procedures, and now someone is saying the procedures that I'm trained to do are illegal. If somebody needs a biopsy, or someone needs a hysterectomy, or somebody needs a vasectomy, all of those things are essential services that a patient and I have decided that we need. And abortion is part of that. It is not different. And so it is crazy to me that it is treated so differently, but it's not. It's a normal part of healthcare. The vast majority of Americans want abortion to be accessible. That has been shown over and over and over again. So we know that the people making these restrictions and making this legislation aren't actually reflecting what people want.
We have seen an increase in protester activity and anticipate that will grow as access is denied in further places. The pressure will mount to limit access in the places that still have it available. The federal law that prohibits someone from denying another person access to abortion care, the protesters work very hard to push that line.
They stand as physically close as they can to Planned Parenthood or whatever clinic's property, and they wear, a bright vest, maybe orange or pink maybe, which is the Planned Parenthood color, and they usually have a clipboard in their arm so they seem official, and then sometimes they even have signs that say, check in here, like they're just full on lying to people.
So we use the umbrella, one for shade, of course, during the summer. It's very hot standing out in the blacktop, but we also use it to, if we can, protect the privacy of patients as we are walking them in.
Unfortunately, a lot of patients do stop for the protesters just to see why they're trying to flag them down. And then at that point, clinic escorts approach the patient's car and say, hey, I'm so sorry, that's a protester. Can you please keep moving? They are trying to stop drivers from even getting onto the lot in the first place. And so as clinic escorts, one of our main jobs at Planned Parenthood is to just keep the traffic moving. The thing that keeps me coming back is my fellow escorts. Being surrounded by amazing people who are literally willing to put their body on the line for other people's comfort and safety. They're my heroes.
Thanks for calling Planned Parenthood. My name is Brittany. How may I help you today?
Patients are probably going to be on other clinic schedules that will have to lose care immediately, and we have to be able to be there to help them. So the Regional Logistics Center is what I like to call a one-stop shop for patient help. So be it a patient needing practical support for planes, trains, automobiles, or patients just needing help with getting their procedure costs done. Patients need gas money. We connect with different abortion funds throughout the United States.
The Missouri Abortion Fund has been in operation since 2016. We have partnerships with clinics where Missourians are seen for their care, and no matter how far a Missourian has to travel, if they need financial assistance for their abortion, the clinics reach out to us and we're able to give them a grant.
Planned Parenthood of the St. Louis region and HOPE have a really unique setup with the Regional Logistics Center where we've kind of centralized our patient navigation, and that was in an effort to lift off the weight from our clinics and also to lift off some of the weight from the patients as well as abortion funds. Everybody is at capacity, we know that, and often working beyond the capacity that we really do have. And so that relationship has been really, really unique as an independent clinic working with a Planned Parenthood.
We help make those calls or those intake forms to be able to get those patients what they need. Normally, patients will have to do all the legwork themselves, and we're kind of taking that away from them and doing all the work for them, which is pretty neat.
This is an all hands on deck moment. This is not the time to be shy about supporting abortion access. So let's start by actually saying the word abortion. Abortion is healthcare. It's very common and it's safe. We all know someone who's had an abortion and we love them.
There are fetal anomalies. There are folks that have wanted pregnancies that have to face this particular choice.
Sometimes people are just pregnant and they don't want to be or they can't be right now. And it's not a difficult decision for them at all.
All of those individuals have their own reasons and their own stories and are their own people. Life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. Without bodily autonomy, none of that is true. None of that is real. None of that exists. This is the absolute most essential cornerstone of any of that. And so to laud ourselves as Americans and think that we are the land of the free, we absolutely are not without bodily autonomy. And that is real or it is not.
This isn't the end, okay? Roe is just the floor. We need to fight back. We need to prepare to create better laws that protect people, to really enshrine abortion as a right.
Think about what else it's on the line. They're attacking voting rights, also trying to reverse trans care and trans rights. It's more important than ever before that we hold politicians accountable. And the way to do that, it's at the ballot box. Let your voice be heard. We've been here for 90 years, and I want you to know that we are not going anywhere.
It is a fundamental part of my practice that when people get pregnant and don't want to be pregnant, that I'm going to take care of them. I can't imagine doing gynecology without doing this part of it.
Although the barriers might seem insurmountable, we will jump through every hoop with you to make sure that you are not forced to continue a pregnancy or parent when you are not ready or don't want to.
I think patients are going to hear the news and they're going to panic and think that there's no one there. But we are here. Us along with all other abortion funds around the United States are working together to be able to help patients get what they need. I know a lot of patients is going to feel like it's illegal, no one will help me. That's not true. The Regional Logistics Center is here. Other organizations are here to be able to help you. Please do not think that you don't have help, because help is here.